35 years ago, the free return idea worked pretty well for Apollo 13 after their oxygen tank exploded on the way to the moon, giving them the chance to beat long odds and survive to tell about it. And the problem occurred not in one of the most difficult segments of the flight, but in one of the most benign phases, pure coasting flight with no rocket spiral. Experience suggests that in any endeavor, you are most likely to encounter trouble when you least expect it. And that was certainly the case for Apollo 13. Many people ask NASA why they named the flight Apollo 13. After all, 13 is considered by many to be an unlucky number. NASA said they weren't superstitious, they were scientific. NASA still says they're scientific, but they've never put 13 on any flight since. After World War II, as many of you will remember, Werner von Braun and some of his German colleagues immigrated to North America and worked on modifications to their wartime V-2 rocket, trying to find a way to fly higher and higher. Physiology researchers started putting animals on those flights, the beginning of life in space. The commander of Apollo 13, Jim Lovell, loves to tell the story about one of those flights. He tells it something like this. Well, down at White Sands, New Mexico, atop the launch pad, a dilapidated old V-2 rocket. You could hear the countdown, 2 minutes and counting. Oxygen vapors were spewing out the side of the rocket. Inside the nose cone, 2 mice strapped tightly in their couches. One was quite worried. Perspiration coming out of his whiskers. His tail was switching back and forth. He looked at his companion and said, "You know, I'm scared. The rocket could blow up. This parachute could fail. A mouse could get killed doing this kind of work." His buddy asked, "So why do you do it?" He said, "It's better than cancer research." Well, I think many younger people are uncomfortable with the thought of death, whether it be themselves, their relatives, or their pets. And I've shared that uneasiness about facing the reality of death. And it took me some years to sort of circumvent that concern. So it was a very big thing, not just technically. It was sociologically a very big thing, and the challenge was enormous. So to be able to get the agreement of not only the government, but the will of the people to go along with that idea was quite striking.